Today we're going to look at one of the new features on the THL site, the project content page. So if you go to any of our project pages now, it doesn't matter if you're an admin or not, you'll see an extra tab in your project navigation bar called content. And if you click on it, you'll see that it's got a list of all the content created for your project ordered by the date it was created. Now, this is kind of redundant, right? Because you can access your project content from the project's homepage or any of the other pages that you're created for your project. But we created this page to make it easier for you to manage and find content that you're looking for. So let's see what you can do on this page. Right now we're looking at the content page of the Course Threads project. And I'm just logged in as a regular member of the project, not a project admin. So we can see the full list of all the project content here, and by default it's ordered by the date it was created, otherwise known as the post date. But I can change that order if I want to. If I want to see it ordered by the updated date, then that'll change the order a little bit, or if I want to see it by the type, etc. So you can sort of reorder it if you feel like doing that. I can also search the content up here. So if, for example, I'm in a project that has a lot of events and I'm trying to find an event that happened in the past, instead of just sort of wading through the list of events on the front page, I can come to the content page, select the event, and type some word associated with the event. And then I can find the event really easily. Or if I just want a list of the events for the project, I can leave the search term empty and just see all of the events that were created for this project. Okay, now I'm going to go to the electronic literature project and to their content page, because they've got a little bit less content. You can see how these last two columns work a little bit more clearly, these delete and edit columns. So you can see that I can only edit and delete some content. And you can see here that I can edit and delete content that I created. And I can also edit any wiki, even if I'm not the one who created it, because that's what wikis are for, collaborative writing. So anyone can edit those. Anything that's not a wiki or something that I did not create, I cannot edit or delete those things. So now, if we go to a project where I am an administrator, like the William Kentridge project, and we go to that content page, here you can see that I can delete and edit anything regardless of who wrote it. So that's yet another perk of being an admin. So you may be asking, well, if I can access all my content from the content page, why ever go to the home page? And the answer is, it looks nicer. And it's also really nice to see the content grouped in these different groupings here. It makes more sense, and it also helps the visitors sort of make sense of the site. Plus, you can also highlight content that you think is more important, like this featured video right here, and this set of images that are grouped by the keyword. But the content page is useful if you're trying to find something quick from the archives, or if you're trying to get a list of content created by one author, or if you created some content that you can't find. So I did a tutorial about this a while ago, but it is possible to create content that does not appear on the front page if the project administrator hasn't either created a container for that specific kind of content or created a container for all project content, which will list everything in your project regardless of what it is. So let's just do a quick example of the situation. So you can see that the William Kentridge project doesn't have a container for wikis right now, and it also doesn't have a container for all project content. So I'm going to create a wiki right now. So here we go. I'll just call this my wiki. Give it a keyword of wiki. And click save. And I'll go back to the William Kentridge homepage. And you can see that I cannot find it here. Now, if this happens to you, don't panic. Just go to the content page and you'll find it there. Ah, there it is. So if you want it to be displayed on the project page, then you can either create a container for it if you're an administrator, or if you're just a regular project member, you can ask an administrator to do this for you. But since I'm an administrator of this project, I'm just going to go in there and make a container for the content. So I'll click on Pages, click Edit, and I'll add it to this right column right here. So I'll click the plus and then Add Content, and it's in Project Assets. Now this was a wiki, so I could either add a container for all project wikis or all project content, which will hold the wiki plus everything else in my content, everything else in my project, excuse me. So it's up to you how you want to organize your project page and which one you want to choose. I'll just click all project content for now. Call it all project, content. Click finish. And then don't forget to click save. And then I'll go to my home page. And here's the listing of all project content, and there's my wiki. Phew. So today we talked about this new content page that every project has. Hopefully this can help you keep track of your content and find it a little bit more easily. If you have any questions about this tutorial, or if you have suggestions for another tutorial, just let us know by clicking on the Contact tab in the THL site and send us a message. Have fun with your projects, and I'll see you in the lab.